students, in this class I am going to teach you class 10 mathematics chapter 1 real numbers. Real numbers can be classified into rational numbers, irrational numbers. Then what are rational numbers? Can be written in p by q form where q not equal to 0, where p and q are integers. Example 1, 2, 3, 0, 2 by 5, etc. Is 1 by 0 a rational number? No. Why? Its denominator is 0. 1 by 0 is not defined. So it is not a rational number. Rational numbers can be divided into three: natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. Natural numbers are also called counting numbers. Example 1, 2, 3, etc. Then whole numbers. Example 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Then integers. Integers means it is a combination of negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. Okay. For example, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, etc. Then irrational numbers can't be written in p by q form, q not equal to 0. Example, √3, √2, √5, etc. Two properties of positive integers. First one is Euclid division lemma. The second property is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Then what is Euclid division lemma? A positive integer a is divided by another positive integer b. It leaves a remainder r such that r is less than b. See, a is a positive integer divided by another positive integer. It leaves a remainder r such that r is less than b. For example, 3 divided by 2. It leaves a remainder 1 and 1 is less than 2. It is a similar to long division process. Applications of Euclid division lemma. It has many applications related to the divisibility properties of integers. It is mainly used to compute HCF of two positive integers. It is mainly used to compute HCF of two positive integers. The next, fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What is fundamental theorem of arithmetic? Every compositive numbers can be expressed as the product of prime numbers in a unique way. See, example 32 is a composite number which is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. This is called prime factorization. Okay. Two applications of fundamental theorem of arithmetic are: it helps us to prove irrational numbers. Second one, to explore when exactly decimal expansion of rational number p by q form is terminating or non-terminating recurring. For better understanding of Euclid division lemma, we have to consider the pair of positive integers 17 and 6. So you have to check how many times 6 goes in 17. Only 2 times. Okay. 2 into 6 is equal to 12. Subtract. What is the remainder here? 5. Okay. So 17 can be written as 6 into 2 plus 5. Okay. Another pair, 5 and 12. How many times 12 goes in 5? How many times? Only 0 times, right? 0 into 12 is equal to 0. So subtract. You get the remainder as 5. Okay. It can be written as 5 is equal to 12 into 0 plus 5. how many times? Check. 5 fours are 20. So what is the remainder here? 0. So 20 can be written as 4 into 5 plus 0. Okay. So here how many times 6 goes in 17? Only 2 times. So what is the divisor here? 6. 6 is the divisor. What is the quotient here? 2. And what is the remainder here? 5. So we can say this relation holds. Why? Here B is greater than R. What is B here? 6. And what is R here? 5. Okay. What is A here? 17. Okay. In this case, consider this case. What is B here? 12. So what is R here? 5. So we can say 12 is greater than 5. So this relation holds. Okay. This case consider, see, in this case, what is the divisor here? 4. And what is R here? 0. Here 4 is greater than 0. So this relation holds. As a note, you have to say Q or R can be 0. As a note, you have to say Q or R can be 0. Look at this case. What is Q here? It is 0. What is this case? What is 0? Okay. So that is why we can say Q or R can be 0. That is, for each pair of positive integers, we have found whole numbers Q and R satisfying the relation A is equal to BQ plus R. 0 less than or equal to R less than B. What is Q here? Q is the quotient and R is equal to remainder. We can also say that Euclid division lemma is the restatement of long division process. Euclid division lemma is the restatement of long division process. Children, now let's study theorem 1.1. Euclid division lemma. Given positive integers A and B, there exist unique integers Q and R satisfying A is equal to BQ plus R, 0 less than or equal to R less than B. Okay, children, you have to study this theorem very well. Okay, children.